Perfect. Thanks, Jacqueline. All right, guys. Hello. It is October 21st. It's Wednesday. We're actually can't believe we're winding down October. Where did 2015 go? I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like we snapped our fingers and it's gone. And so here we are. You're on this call tonight, whether you were invited by somebody or you were invited by me. And so, or maybe you found me on social media, found me on YouTube or Facebook or my like page or Instagram or my blog or a lot of different social media avenues that I'm on. I just want to welcome you for being here tonight and just sort of give you permission to quiz me. Give me the 20 questions about Beachbody coaching. You're here because you're interested and you're curious as to what this business is all about. You might even be sitting here thinking, I don't know if this is for me. This is crazy. I've never listened to a webinar before. Sometimes if you're like me, my husband sort of came into this and was like, this is a joke. Why are you doing this? Why are you wasting your time on this business? And so hopefully I can answer some of those fears and questions and guide you in the right direction. So this is my team right here. This picture on the top right, this was Summit 2015. This was just in July in Nashville, Tennessee. These are not all of my personally sponsored coaches. I have a large organization. We are the #1 team in the network. And we have over 18,000 coaches in our organization. And this is just a snapshot of everybody up on stage at the end of the night. And we just did a little bit of a team picture after the celebration. You can see down the bottom left, there's my elite team. So those are all of the Dream Team coaches that were elite in 2014. So those are just my incredible leaders. And we're going to add to that list this year because we're growing by leaps and bounds. You can also see down on the bottom right, you can see that is where they did the super workout in Nashville. That is 20,000 people working out. And they actually closed down the streets. They had huge video monitors, Shalene Johnson, Tony Horton, Sean T, the whole gang, Amber Calabrese, Autumn Calabrese, Sagi. They were all there doing live workouts. So Beachbody is kind of cool. It sort of takes business and fitness and it puts it together. And so if you love helping people, you've either been on a Beachbody transformation yourself, or you've been invited here because, you are somebody that's into health and fitness, or you're looking for a part-time job. It's really awesome how this sort of fits together into one. And so I'm going to explain the whole process and give you a better understanding. So I don't want anybody to feel like they're a coach and they don't know what it means to be a coach or how they got started here. So, all right, a little bit about me. Like I said, I am the #1. I'm the top coach in the network for 2014, and I'm still ranked in the top 10. I'm still the #1 coach in 2015. So we have the opportunity to be a 2-time top team. I am currently a 2-time 15-star diamond coach. I am 11-star diamond in my 3rd business center. I've been an elite coach for 3 years. I've been in the top 10 for 2 years. I'm on the coach advisory board for Team Beachbody. This is my career. I am a stay-at-home mom turned entrepreneur, and it's crazy. I just did not think this would happen. But more than all these accolades and this pretty picture a professional picture that I had taken, I want you guys to know I'm just like you. I'm a mom, and if you watch my Instagram and my Facebook, you see my kids and their toys in the background. And if I were to take my phone around my house and on video and show you, I have laundry. I don't have maids or I don't have a service. It's me and my husband and our 2 kids, and I've just found something that I'm super passionate about and that I've become good at. And it's called Beachbody. And I found that I have this gift. And so I would have never imagined that this is where I would have been if you would have asked me 4 years ago where my life was going to go. But I stumbled upon Beachbody and have been forever changed because of it. So I want you to know that we're normal people just doing extraordinary things by putting some simple disciplines into place, which can help you be successful in your life. All right. So a little bit about me, right? So I started my blog 4 years ago. It's called Committed to Getting Fit, Eat Clean, Train Mean. I started blogging recipes. Clean eating recipes. I was overhauling my entire family myself. I was struggling with weight loss after having Bryce, who is my youngest. So I have 2 little boys, Landon and Bryce. Landon's in first grade, Bryce is in preschool, and my husband, Matt, you can see him in that picture there. We live in a little town called Mars in Pennsylvania. It's about 20 minutes north of the city of Pittsburgh. And so when Bryce was born, I was really struggling to get that weight off. And I had never had weight issues in my life. So for me, I always just bounced right back. I bounced sort of back after having Landon, and this time it wasn't happening, and my clothes weren't fitting, and I was getting a little bit depressed. And we also had made some financial decisions to go down to a single family income because believe it or not, my goal in life was to be a stay-at-home mom, to be the homeroom mom, to be the craft mom, to do all the fun things. And I did not want to work. I did not want to have a job. So Matt and I cut corners. We decided to stay in our townhouse, and we decided that I was going to stay home with the boys, which meant no extra play money. We basically lived like paycheck to paycheck. I had to ask Matt if I could go grocery shopping. Did we have enough money in the bank account? We didn't really take family vacations anymore because we just didn't have that flexible income. We didn't really eat out. It was bare minimum. And I am the kind of girl that when I want to feel good about myself or I need a little pick me up, I take myself to the mall and I buy myself something new. I like to buy clothes, and that's sort of my thing that makes me feel good about myself. I feel confident when I get dressed in the morning and I like what I'm wearing and I feel good in what I'm wearing. And so what was happening, the reason I'm telling you this is because I was putting on clothes every morning and they didn't fit. And my muffin top hung over my jeans, and I had back fat, and I was exhausted all the time from not sleeping, and I wasn't eating right, and my weight wasn't coming off, and I couldn't figure out why. And it was affecting my ability to be a good mom. It was affecting my relationship with my spouse because, I just didn't feel confident in my skin. I didn't want to be seen, and so I found Beachbody because I made a Facebook post about wanting to lose weight and eating celery. And my coach was an acquaintance of mine. It was her husband went to high school with my husband, and we were friends on Facebook. And she reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, and I'm running this challenge group, and I see that you're trying to lose weight. Would you like to join my challenge group?" So she reached out to me and she invited me. And I knew nothing about Beachbody. And I said, "Sure, tell me a little bit about this." And so she explained about picking a fitness program. And at that time, Shakeology was not a requirement. There were no challenge packs. And so she read off like the list of programs, and I'm like, Insanity. That sounds like a really hard program, And so I thought, I think my neighbor down the street has Insanity. So I marched down there. I borrowed Insanity from my neighbor, and I said, "Here's the fitness program I'm going to do." And so they added me to this summer slim down challenge. And I began in my storage room with my laptop and these DVDs. And I literally cleared out a little space on the carpet. And I showed up and I did my Insanity workout every single day. I would put the boys down from their naps. I would go to the basement with my baby monitor, and I would turn on that DVD. And the first day I did that workout, I don't know if any of you have done Insanity, but I had not worked out in 4 years and I was dying. And so I'm like, what did I get myself into? And I started crying because I was so out of shape and I couldn't catch my breath. And then I would look in the mirror and I would just say, my body is never going to change. And then you can see the before picture there. May 2nd, 2011 was day one. And you can see there, that's me. That's pre-Insanity. And so I found this picture in a magazine. It was Jamie Eason. I don't know if you guys know who Jamie Eason is, but she's a fitness model and a bodybuilder, and so, or bikini competitor. And she had her hand on her hip and she was pointing in the picture. And she said, "You want to change more than you want to stay the same." And I ripped that picture out and I stuck it on the wall in that storage room next to that laptop. And every day I pressed play. And every day I would die in the first 10 minutes of that warm up. And I could hardly do it. And the first week I was so sore, but all I could think about was I did not want to look in the mirror and see that before picture anymore. I actually hid that picture in my computer in a file underneath of another file with a totally different name, so that if something happened to me, nobody could find those before pictures, because I was mortified of that body. And so I worked at that, and every day I worked. And then the first 30 days, I only lost 2 pounds. And so I went to my coach and I'm like, this isn't working for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Please help me. And so she introduced me to clean eating. And I bought the book, Eat Clean, Recharged. It's by Tosca Reno. She's an author that writes all the clean eating books and the clean eating online, the magazine. And so I started teaching my family. I started teaching myself clean eating, and then I started transitioning my family to clean eating too. And I read the entire book and I started implementing the things that were in that book, and I started dropping weight. I was eating 5 and 6 times a day. I was drinking a lot of water. I was cutting out processed foods. I was just reading my labels. I was really conscientious of the quality, staying away from fried foods and doing grilled and, just making healthier decisions about what I was eating, and the weight began to fall off. And what it was is I couldn't just do the fitness program. I had to do the fitness and the nutrition together. But it was the support. How many times do we start a fitness program and we have good intentions and we start strong, but we don't see results instantaneously and we get discouraged? And if you're going to a gym, there's nobody there to say to you like, hey, keep going. There's nobody there to check in with you. There's nobody there to make sure that you're still eating healthy and you're still doing the workouts every day. In the challenge group, I had my coach calling me out if I wasn't showing up. So it was accountability that I needed. It was people sharing recipes. It was me watching the people that I started with on day one make progress. And that's what drove my fire. And so there you go. There's my insanity before and after. This is actually 6 months later. I lost 30 pounds. I did Insanity, P90X. I went on to do Turbo Fire, Brazil Butt Lift, P90X2. I've done P90X3. I've done the 21-day fix, Fix Extreme, Insanity Max 30. I've literally done every Beachbody fitness program that they have come out with from start to finish. I just did Finish PiYo. And I will tell you that it has been it took me about a year to get to my exact where I felt awesome. And it took me about 6 months to make this a lifestyle change. And now it's just a part of who I am. This fitness lifestyle is not a chore. It's not a diet. It's not a quick fix. I practice what I preach. I mean, I am a living example of what a healthy life should be. I have cheats and I have treats and I enjoy it. But my mission is to share with you and share with everybody out there what that can actually look like for you. So again, I'm a stay-at-home mom turned entrepreneur. I became a coach, and my coach actually came to me and she said, hey, I think you would make a great coach. And my first response was, I can't do what you do. I can't do what you do. How many of you have said that to me or have said that to your coach? I can't do what you do. And she was like, yeah, you can. She's like, I'll teach you what to do. I was like, I don't know. How much does it cost to sign up? So she told me, and I was like, maybe. And I hot around about it for a while. She sent me a little webinar to watch about what a Beachbody coach was. And I watched that. And I was like, starting to get excited. I started to think of ways I could promote this business, but I still had no idea what I was doing. And so I showed it to my husband, and he was like, no, this is a pyramid scheme. This is a ripoff. You can't do this. We don't have the money for this. If you want a job, then let's put the kids in daycare and you can go back to work, because this isn't what we agreed upon. And so I was like, no, I don't want to put the kids in daycare, but I just really think I could do this, hun. I'm like, I really think I could help people. Yes, that's the book, Eat Clean, Recharged. Yeah, it's by Tosca Reno. So anyways, I went on to actually save my birthday money that I got. And that's how I paid for my coach sign up. I actually didn't tell my husband that I was signing up to be a coach. I sort of did it behind his back, paid the $40 coach sign up fee. Now you don't have to do that because you can get challenge packs. And I became a coach. And my goal was to transform one person's life the way I had been transformed through Beachbody coaching. And so that is how I got started. And so from the get-go, I had no idea, again, still what this network marketing was all about, but I went to work every single day with the notion and the mindset that I was going to share on social media my journey. I was going to talk about the things that helped me to lose weight, and the little tips and little tricks and the travel tips and the mindset and motivational quotes. And I was going to inspire people to do the same thing that I had done. So I started a clean eating group. I run challenge groups every single month, and challenge groups are really health and fitness accountability groups. And I'll explain more of that. I've had success in now 4 years in the business, is how long I've been a coach. I am determined. When you tell me, when I say I'm going all in, I'm going all in. I do not get I do not get deterred easily or discouraged easily, I should say. I'm a no excuses type of a person, and when I say I'm going to be successful at it, I don't even know how. I just know that I'm going to research and find a way to be successful. So I have that mindset. I have that success mindset. Does that mean I didn't fail? Does that mean that it was a breeze? Absolutely not. It was definitely a challenge, but I did it and I taught myself. I'm just very much a self-taught business owner. So, Kathy, yes, I will talk about that. How do you train your coaches to be leaders when I have a large team? I will definitely go into that too. So let me give you some background, because how many of you don't know what a network marketing company is? Is there anybody that really has no idea what Beachbody really is or what they stand for? Is there anybody out there that has never been a part of network marketing before? Is there anybody that's a little unsure about exactly what it is? Let me ask you this question. Is there anybody out there that is like, I don't want to sell to my friends and family. I do not want to have to chase people down or make them feel uncomfortable if they have to buy something, right? And that's not going to be the case at all. So here is what Beachbody coaching is. Beachbody, our mission in Team Beachbody is to help people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives. And that's exactly what we do. I mean, every day you see me talking about fitness and nutrition. My goal is to help people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives, whatever that may be. Number one, it was founded in 1998 by John Congdon and Carl Deichler, CEO, co-founder. They started out with the infomercial business. So this is important because this is going to come up again later when you become a coach on my team. You have Beachbody. They're the infomercial side of the business. They are what you see on TV. And if you go to beachbody.com, that's just the infomercial business. They decided to create a network because what they found were people were getting these great results, and they had this Beachbody message board. And so people that were doing P90X were coaching one another, and they were supporting one another. And then they were referring people to buy the programs. And so they thought, well, what if we created a way for people to give like this peer-to-peer support where they're supporting one another? And so they created the network, and the network is Team Beachbody. So Beachbody's infomercial, Team Beachbody is the network. And so here's the peer-to-peer support, me mentoring you and teaching you how to be successful in your weight loss based on what I've learned along the way. So we're teaching each other. We're going arm in arm. I'm not giving you expert advice. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a fitness expert, but I'm saying to you, hey, clean eating worked for me. Try this. Hey, I got stuck at a plateau. This is what I did. Try this. Hey, I know Shakeology helped me with X, Y, and Z. You should try this, right? So that's how it goes. We're just suggesting to one another. Beachbody gives you the tools and the expertise, and we help people be successful. Beachbody is an MLM, or a multi-level marketing company, or network marketing, which means you earn through direct commissions, but also team sales. So as your team becomes successful, you become successful, right? But there's a pyramid scheme and a network marketing company are two separate things. When somebody says Beachbody's a pyramid scheme, I immediately say, well, what do you think a pyramid scheme is? Because most people don't know what that means. They just jump to the conclusion that that's what it is. Pyramid is when there's no transaction of goods and services. And the only way that you get rich is if you sign up people, and you just get a commission for the more people you sign up, and the more people they sign up, and the more people they sign up. And that's how you make your money. There's no like Shakeology. There's no fitness program. You're not selling a product. Your entire network is based on just coaches or people consuming the product and buying stuff, but there's nobody else. There's no real customers out there. In Beachbody, we have customers, we have coaches, we run challenge groups. And here's the funny part. You, as a brand new coach, if you can outwork me, you can become higher ranked than me. You can actually make more money than me if you stay in the business longer. Or maybe, I quit and I decide I don't want to do this anymore. Then I'm not always going to collect a paycheck. Eventually, I'm going to fizzle out to a certain point because I'm not working the business. So that's the other thing. Like it's not a hierarchy. I'm not always at the top. I might be at the top geographically, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I will always be at the top with financials. All right. So that's something else to consider. And then look, all these programs, you see all these logos, those are all the fitness programs that Beachbody offers. Chilean Extreme, PiYo, Insanity, P90X, Max 30, Shakeology is the meal replacement. That is our nutrient dense, not a protein shake, meal replacement that you replace a meal with. We also have the Beachbody Performance line, which is like your pre-workout, like you're energized, give you that boost of energy. your post-workout that sort of gives you that recovery and muscle recovery. And then you have an overnight supplement. There is also the boost, so giving you extra boosts of nutrition in your Shakeology each day too. So lots of programs. There's something for every age, every ability level, so that you have something that kind of meets your needs. All right. So, Carrie, I do wonder how important it is to target family and friends at first to get your business off the ground. And here's the thing, like, this is what I was telling somebody today. I'm like, when you start up as a coach, make a list of all the people that you talk to about weight loss, all the people that you have a conversation about healthy eating and recipes that you make. And maybe you and your mom talk about taking classes together, or maybe you and your best friend do, and just go to your best friend and say, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to be in my coach's accountability group. I've heard great things about the 21-day fix. I'm going to nail in my nutrition. I'm going to learn more about clean eating. Do you want to do this with me? So it's more of a go to the people that you know that would be interested in it. It's not pound down their door and beg them to join, So yes, your warm market is what we like to call that. Those are going to be the people that are closest to you that are going to do it with you. But so it is, it's somewhat important, but in the end, it's not the end all be all. And you don't have to have those people in order to be successful either. So, all right. I want to help people that if someone didn't buy a challenge pack, then they weren't worth our time. No. No. I will honestly tell you, what if your coach had said the same thing to you? I would have been totally turned off, Kathy. If somebody would have told me that if I didn't buy a product from my coach at all. I borrowed something. I didn't even buy Shakeology until I signed up to be a coach. So for me, and even when I started my business, I still say to people, like, if you aren't going to buy a challenge pack, it doesn't mean I'm not going to help you. It's just that you can't be in the challenge group, because I reserve the challenge group for people that commit to both the fitness program and Shakeology. But I'll still help you. A general support group. You can follow my Facebook. You can message me with questions. It's just that this level of support is for the people that commit to both, because it is your time, it is your energy, it is your job to provide a service, and you should be compensated for it. But it doesn't mean I will shun people or tell them they're not worth my time, because then those people are just sort of looking at it for the money only type of a deal. All right. So what is a coach? Who can be a coach? Guys, anybody. Anybody can be a coach. You don't have to be at your goal weight. You can be just starting your journey. You could have never done a Beachbody fitness program before. So let's take Alyssa, for example. She's one of my Elite 10 coaches. And my Elite 10 coach, she has never done a fitness program from beginning to end. She's ripped. She's gone to the gym. She's got a six-pack. She looks great. But she came into this business knowing nothing and was like, I'm going to help people. And she just started challenge groups, and she started promoting the products. She started talking about it, and she's a nurse. And so she has no fitness experience. She's not a personal trainer. She's not a nutritionist, but she was so passionate about keeping people healthy and keeping them out of hospitals and out of the healthcare that she had such great success because she was so excited about it. Then you have me. I'm your average, ordinary girl next door, less than 100 friends on Facebook, deathly afraid of posting on social media, didn't know how to take a selfie to save my life. I think I took 50 before I posted the first one. And look, and I'm just as successful. Your past does not determine your future. My background is in special education and psychology. I have my master's in special ed, but I'm normal. And I just showed that. And I talked about my cheat meals, and I talked about traveling, and talked about going on vacation. And when my kids didn't sleep through the night, I posted about how I still got up in the morning and worked out because I was disciplined and dedicated, right? So a coach is somebody that's willing to share that. You make mistakes, you own those mistakes, you have flaws, we have stretch marks, we are not perfect. We are just normal people who want to be healthy, and we want to share that with other people. We are everyday people just doing extraordinary things, right? So, and we're motivated, we're driven, and we lead by example. So that's one of the big things. So the number one predeterminer of success is that you lead by example. So for example, if you're pregnant, here's a good one. There's Beachbody On Demand. They now have the maternity videos. So if you're pregnant, you can promote that. If you just had a baby and you can't work out yet, you can still eat healthy. You can still post about nutrition. You can still share healthy recipes. Maybe you have an injury and you can't work out. You can still talk about, how you modify, or how you're working out, or how you're doing yoga instead. So think about it. We all come from different angles. Beachbody is just a platform so that you can share with people healthy lifestyle. And then Amanda, what programs would be best for significantly obese people? So the 21-day fix, but just don't do the workouts. Just focus on the nutrition plan. This is what my mother-in-law is overweight. She was not ready to work out. We needed to take this in small chunks. She began doing the 21-day fix, just the nutrition, just replacing one meal a day with Shakeology. And she's lost almost, I think, 50 plus pounds now. And now she's starting to walk, and she's walking in the neighborhood and she's walking on the treadmill, but she still is yet to do the actual physical workouts, but she's actually following the nutrition plan. So that's an option for people. I also have a friend that's close to 100 pounds that she's lost, and she's done the 21-day fix, but has just followed the modifications and followed CAT. So nutrition is a big part of your success. All right. So what do we do? What do we do as a coach? So when you sign up to be a Beachbody coach, our number one goal in the first 30 days is going to be to start a challenge group together. So your goal is going to be to find 3 to 5 people to join a group that myself, or if you were invited here by your coach, then you're going to host it with them. But I'm going to host the group, and you're going to invite people to join the group. And then we together are going to support your customers through the program that they have purchased. And we do this through a closed Facebook group. Nobody but the members of the group can see what's being posted. Every day you log into the group and I'm there. I'm sharing my own accountability, my own workout selfies. I'm talking about what I'm eating. I'm posting pictures of my tracking sheets and what I've eaten for the day. And you guys are too. We're sharing recipes. I share meal plans. We talk about temptations and just staying committed to the goal. And if you're having a bad night and you just want to crash the ice cream in the freezer, we're talking you off a ledge. So we're here to be your support system. It's all done from home. But also, we sometimes run these free groups. Like I just did a free 7-day crockpot group because I wanted to show people kind of what services I could provide. So I just do some little freebies to kind of get people interested in what I'm doing. We provide motivation. You can also get together with other people, your friends, your family. You can do a group workout. We call those fit clubs, where you play the DVD and you guys work out together. But we lead by example. That's the bottom line. Like, this is Deidre Penrose. She's a coach. She's actually a 12-star diamond coach, leading by example. There's her before and after, right? So we show that we're a work in progress. Honestly, it's all about the fitness, the nutrition, the support. That's what equals success. You can look at other companies out there. They don't necessarily have that component. Some just have the nutrition, some just have supplements, some just have a workout program, but very rarely do you see them all sort of tied together into one tight package. And this is what made me successful. It was all of these principles, fitness, nutrition, and support together, that helped me make it a lifestyle and not a crash diet. All right. Do you see yourself doing this for at least 5 more years? Jamie, that's a good question. So I just spoke at a leadership conference in California, and I get asked this question all the time. And so I will tell you wholeheartedly, hands down, I am not done. I love what I do. I am passionate about helping people achieve their goals, but I'm very passionate about building my business. I love leadership. I love being innovative. I actually really enjoy researching how to make my systems better, how to train my coaches more efficiently, how to keep people from reinventing the wheel. Like, I love that part of my business. I'm not going anywhere. I already am setting my goals for 2016 and how I can be a better leader as my team grows in size. So I love what I do, not going anywhere. There's so much more to do. There's so many more people we can help. So why would I stop? And plus, I've got great balance. I mean, I can work from home. I can be present with my kids' lives, and I truly do love that. So, Catherine, do I pay for advertising? I do. Okay, so let me back up. The first 2.5 years that I was a coach, the first 3 years, I paid this much for advertising, $0. I did not. I built everything organically. I built it through my blog and my personal Facebook page. And just recently, did I feel like I was at a spot where I could invest, or I wanted to invest. I could have invested a long time ago, but I just now felt like, you know what? Let me see what happens when I sponsor and I boost some ads on Facebook, and maybe I throw $5 at it and see what happens. And so I have a budget for Facebook advertising, and it is less than $100. And so it is not very expensive at all. And so, yes, you don't have to do that to be successful. I think that's the key. You don't have to. But if you want to outsource it, or you want to have a big business, or you don't have time and you would like to, make yourself more, more efficient, that would be something that you could do, but you don't have to. All right. Continuing on, what is a challenge group? So I talked a little bit about this before. So this is actually the banner, the headline of my challenge group. And so it's a group, only the members of who are in the group can see what's being posted. I have a challenger there that posted her challenge pack box when she got it. And she was so excited. And she talked about her strawberry shakeology. So these are the kind of posts that you're going to see in the group. This is what it is. We all start together at the same time. I do a preseason, which is like a plan and prep, where everybody sort of goes through goal setting and taking their pictures and measurements. And then we do a meal plan, and we talk about recipes and snacks, and we get that all together. And then we start the workouts, and we go through a 6 weeks, or sometimes I do 30 days or 60 days, depending on the length of the program, or, the time frame I want to run the group in. And so everybody that's in the challenge group is required to check in once a day and just give a report out on their day and how they feel like it went. And so that's a challenge group. And my goal is to get them from point A to point B and have success and reach their own goals. I find people to join my groups by social media. So by me every single day. And as crazy as it sounds, when you wake up in the morning, how many of you see my morning workout pictures on Instagram or Facebook? Every single day I show up. I show up between 5 and 6 a.m. pretty consistently. And so I do that every day. I've done it for 4 years. And the people at the beginning were like, you are off your rocker getting up at 5 a.m. every single day. And so people would tell me I was crazy. And then all of a sudden they would say, I want to join you. I either want to hire you or I'm going to block you. And so by me showing up on social media and sharing my lifestyle, I began to attract people to me that would ask me what I was doing. And as I would share little like, hey guys, I'm launching my next challenge group. If anybody would like to join me, please message me or let me know. If people liked my pictures, I would message them and say, hey, so you liked my picture about my group? Would you like to join, or did you just like the picture? So I would go and would approach people that way. Also, I asked for referrals. I sent out an email to all my friends and family, just sort of telling them what I was doing and asking them if they were interested in joining, or if they would forward it on to somebody they thought would. I just found ways to talk to people every day instead of just going about my own business in my own little bubble. And then how do I share versus sell? And that's a really big one for people. They're really afraid of that. I don't sell. I don't post salesy ads. I just don't do it. I share my lifestyle in hopes that I can inspire you to live a little bit better. If you feel icky, it's icky. If you feel forced, it's forced. You got to make it natural. You've got to make it like, okay, you wake up in the morning, you drink your Energize. Why do you drink your Energize? Well, because it gets me out of bed in the morning when Bryce wakes up 4 times in the middle of the night. That's a great post. Take a picture of you with your Energize and you say, this is the stuff that gets me out of bed. This is the stuff that makes my workouts happen at 5 a.m. If it wasn't for this Energize, I would not be able to give my all to my workout, and I know that if I don't get my workout in now, the rest of the day is going to get away from me and I'm not going to get it in. And then I'm going to make excuses. And that's a Facebook post. What does that do? That shows somebody else a little bit about the product, how you use it. And it's just accountability and motivation so that somebody else can't really give excuses, because if you did it, then they can do it too. All right. So let's flip to the stuff that I know most of you are wondering. How do you make money as a Beachbody coach? So here's the answers to those questions. You get a 25% commission. You get Beachbody website. So when you sign up to be a coach, you have a website. It's called teambeachbody.com or beachbodycoach.com. And so when you give out that specific link and people go there and they make a purchase, you're going to get a 25% commission from whatever they purchased. Challenge packs are a flat commission. Any Shakeology or the Boosts or the Performance line or Derm exclusive, any program, 25%. You also, when you begin to get further into the business, this was not something that I understood right away. I just was running these support groups and helping people and making my own commissions. But then I wanted to get to Emerald. So Emerald is your first milestone in your business. It sort of unlocks the compensation plan. It's when you sponsor 2 people in your business, and now you're eligible to earn cycle bonus. So it's sort of this way that you earn money from your team. But it's the only way you earn money from your team is if they begin to do what you're doing. So I run successful challenge groups. I have results. I sign up. Amanda becomes a coach, and she runs her first challenge group with 3 people. And so everything that she buys and sells, it has a number, a volume number attached to it. And so I earn a certain amount of percentage of income off of the volume that she produces. So it's not about just signing people up to sign them up. It's about what they do when they sign up, which is all the more reason why this is an awesome business. Because if I don't help you, you're not successful, and you don't win and I don't win. So I'm invested in your success because I don't want you to fail, but also this is my livelihood too. This is my job. So I have coaches in this business that they only want to run challenge groups. They don't care about building a business. They're not interested about quitting their full-time job, or this is a hobby, and that's fine. So they really never get too deep into the cycle bonuses. But then I have people, they want to take it all the way. They want to get to the top. They want to be an elite 10 coach. And if that is the case, then you're going to eventually learn cycle bonus, matching bonus. You can earn quarterly and star diamond. So you'll see people every once in a while posting about their bonus that they got, and they're pretty lofty checks the higher that you get in the company, which is really cool. So, and then you as the coach, whether you are just a consumer of the product, whether you just drink Shakeology and do the workouts, or you actually are learning and running a business, you get 25% off. So everything's cheaper for you, which is a very, very nice savings. So, all right, Jessica, once you create a like page, how do you find new people to like it? So number one, when I started my like page, I invited. So when you start the like page, you make it a public figure, you start it. And then what you do is you invite all of the people, all of your friends, all of your family to like it. And they have an option to like that page. And if they like your page, then they're going to see your fitness and your nutrition stuff and your lifestyle stuff. If they don't want to know what you're doing, then they just don't like it. And then what happens as people like your post, as people comment, spreads these seeds. So then their friends see what they've commented on, and they might say, oh, what's this committed to getting fit page? And then they come over to my page, and then they're like, well, this is interesting. And they like my page. And then it just sort of starts to reach out. So that's sort of how you find people. And then as people like my page, I send them a personal message. Thanks for liking my page. This is what you're going to find here. If you ever would like more information on my support and accountability groups, send me a message and I would be glad to give you the details. Done. All right. When you're able to coach, I really want to make a business out of this. Thank you. I do. How do you keep yourself available to your team, my husband, and my family? Kathy, it's called constant time management. I always am working from a calendar. I have a Google Calendar. I have business hours that I work. And when it's family time, it's family time. When it's work time, it's work time. And I'm just disciplined to get up and get my workout in. I know when I start my day off before anybody else in the house is up, it's my me time. I get my to-do list together and then I get to and I just have learned to keep it balanced, and I'm available for my team. I block out hours every single week to do one-on-one calls. I mean, this is my full-time job, and it's not everybody's, but I've created a full-time job. So I started only working an hour or 2 hours a day. And then as my business grew, I increased it. And not everybody wants to be a top coach. I had that dream of being a very successful coach. And so I've gotten to the point where I need to be available to my team. So I make and set business hours so that I can train and mentor my coaches. Not everybody's going to want to do that, and that's okay. And you don't have to either, but I do spend that time with my team, and I'm very readily available. All right. And I run team calls, and I'm going to talk about that too. I'll get into that. I'm kind of going a little slow, but just want you to know, guys, there's like all these cool things you can earn. And I don't want to like just talk up all these great rewards, but it is cool to earn trips. Like I went to Italy, I've gone to Paris, we've gone to Cancun, gone to Disney, we've been to California, we've been to Arizona. We get to do all these great things with my team, with my leaders, with the top 10, just great experiences, things that I never in a million years would have paid for my own family. So it's just incredible. But if you're driven by these trips, if you're driven by incentives, they're there. They're there for the taking. And your ability to be successful actually depends on what you do, not what your boss does, not what I tell you to do, but your ability to see the need, execute it, and go. And I have a great system that I'll plug you into, but it all boils down to your decisions and your daily disciplines. All right, so what is the dream team? If you're coach shopping, if you've been looking around at other teams and other sponsors and you're trying to decide what's the best team for you to be on, and kudos to you for doing so, right? But we're the number one team. And now it's almost 400,000 coaches in the network. We've been the top team for 2 years now. We have successful elite coaches that make up our team. You can see Val and Deidre and Shannon, Kaylee, Katie, Alyssa. They're elite coaches. They're top 10. We've got, Alyssa's a superstar diamond. Katie's a 10-star. Val's a 10-star. Deidre is a 12-star. Kaylee's a 5. Shannon's a 7 and 8 now. I mean, and there's more. So we have a whole nother slew of up and coming coaches. And it's because we've created a system for duplicating ourselves. Each one of these people are different. Katie was full-time in the classroom. She's a teacher. She has 2 little boys. She was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. She's beat that. She's currently in remission, and she built a successful 6-figure business. Deidre is a nurse. She left her full-time job to be a full-time Beachbody coach not too long ago. Val, her husband's deployed. He's in the military overseas. So she's, taking care of her 2 kids, but building a 6-figure business too. Shannon and Joe, they don't have kids yet. They're just getting ready to move in their dream. They're going to Florida. So, and Kaylee, same thing. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's built her business. She's paid off. She's financially free. So it's incredible to see all of these people have success, and it didn't happen by chance. It happened because they are amazing, hardworking people, but they all come from different backgrounds. Some are moms, some are fathers, some are driven, everybody's driven, supportive, just passionate about what we do. And that's what it takes. It's not a secret sauce. It's what you do every single day over the long haul that builds success. Has the top 10 stayed pretty much the same? Nope. It changes every year. What are the chances of someone new getting that high? Since by signing up through other coaches, they keep boosting the coach. Nope, not at all. Not at all. That's not a dumb question. So here's the thing. What happens is it's new growth. The elite 10, the top 10 is new growth. So unless you're constantly building your business, you can get knocked out. So here's the thing. You earn points in order to be an elite coach based on what your team does. So as your team hits Success Club, and it's only current year coaches and previous year. Volume points, what your team produces, it's only the current year. So I might have a great year this year, but if I don't have a good year next year, I might not be in the top 10. Somebody else might move up, and you will notice like people from last year won't be in it. It'll sort of shift and change. So it's never out of the question. And people will eventually not affect my elite points. You will affect my organization. You will affect the income. You will affect the volume, but not necessarily what qualifies you to be an elite 10. So it does change. It is based on business growth year after year. All right. So what can you expect from our team that, I don't know, maybe different from other teams that you've talked to, but I do a 30-day new coach training. It's called our Coach University. In there, I teach you time management. I talk to you about how to launch your business, how to start a challenge group. We co-run a group together. You don't have to do it on your own. I'm going to help you earn your commission back. So earn what you spent and invested in your challenge pack. I do weekly calls in this new Coach University. So when you enroll in the new coach training, you can expect to be in a group with me. I'm training you every single Tuesday night at 8 p.m. I do a call. I teach you exactly what I've done to be successful, and I'm here to answer your questions. I'm involved. I also do one-on-one calls. Like I said, I've got it blocked out on my schedule to help you. You have access to all of our documents, all of our trainings, all of our recordings from previous months and previous years. There's nothing that I hide. I've got everything that you need to be successful. I run these coach apprenticeships, and then I sort of have a phase 2. When you've done the first 30 days, then the second 30 days goes into what I call my 3 vital behaviors, and we work on starting another challenge group. I start to teach you a little bit more about expanding your market, getting better at social media. I help you to expand and drive your business forward a little bit more, right? We do team building activities. We do retreats. We do trainings. We have a great team culture. We work together. We put our minds together, and we just have an amazing team that I'm just very, very proud of. And there's no pressure to sell. Honestly, if you get into this and you're like, I need to take this slow, I'm having a baby, or I don't know if the timing is right, take it slow. be a challenger. Go into my challenge group, experience what it's like to be a challenger, then make a decision in 30 days. Maybe you want to hit the ground running. You want to be a business owner. I'll match your pace. You just sort of tell me where you want to go and I'll make sure to meet you halfway. So this is kind of it, right? This is like where it's time to create your life by design, and most people will say to me, yeah, Melanie, you make it look so easy, or you make it, it just was a breeze for you. You didn't have any issues at all. But I will tell you that it was hard. I mean, any entrepreneur, any business owner, it's hard. You have to work at this. But here's the bottom line. Are you willing to spend, 2 years of your life like other people wouldn't? And when I say like other people wouldn't, I don't mean working 100 hours a week. I mean just being disciplined to get up, invite, follow up, learn social media, be teachable, be moldable, be open to the ideas of learning how to master social media, Google everything, watch videos, be a sponge. Are you willing to do that kind of stuff? Are you sort of willing to make sacrifices? Like, I don't watch TV anymore. It's cool. I'm building my business because now, just 4 short years later, I'm present for soccer games. I'm present for lunchtime every day. I get my kids on the bus. I've created my life by design, but I put in the hard work to get there. And I determined how fast that was going to happen by setting my intensity in my work hours. You can do this. Anybody can do this. I couldn't imagine being up on stage in front of 20,000 people, but I just spoke at Summit, and it scared the bejeebus out of me, but it was something that made me stronger, made me a better leader, and I didn't realize how much I loved speaking until I actually did it. So that's the bottom line. You don't know if you're going to be successful at this unless you try. You have to take the leap of faith and just figure it out. And I know that if you do kind of the sequential steps that we teach you, you're going to have success. It's just kind of a no-brainer. So here's where we are next. So everybody always says, like, how much does it cost? How do I sign up? How do I get started? So first of all, you always want to talk to the coach that invited you here. That's who you're going to sign up under. That'll be your sponsor coach. Your best option is a challenge pack. And your challenge pack, if you don't know what that is, it groups together your fitness program, anyone that you want, Shakeology, and they give you free shipping and they waive the $40 coach signup fee. So there's a $40 fee. If you go in and you say, I'm just going to do the bare minimum, you're going to pay $40. But it's basically like lighting a match to $40 because, for example, the 21-day fix and the fix extreme are $140 right now. If you were just going to buy Shakeology and then pay the $40, you'd pay $140 and you would not get a fitness program. You would just throw $40 down the drain. And so when you buy the challenge pack, you get 2. So think about it this way. Buy packets if you already got your Shakeology order shipped, and then those are things you can sell as samples if somebody wants to try it. Maybe you just bought the 21-day fix, but you want to do, the 21-day fix extreme. Buy your next fitness program in a challenge pack. That's what you can have or use next. Your second option is to pay that $40, but that's sort of not the way that I suggest. And then the third thing too, I want to make sure you know is that if you are military or you are a vet, you can get your business service fees waived. So that's $16.95, and there's no sign-up fee or monthly fee for military. You just have to have proof of active duty orders, and it can be you or your spouse that can show proof in that. Any questions about challenge packs and sign up? All right, so here's kind of what's going to happen. So I am doing a new coach kickoff call. It's going to happen next Tuesday night. And next Tuesday night, I just want to make sure that I tell you the correct date. And I want to say it's the 27th. Yep, it's the 27th. So October 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be when our new coach kickoff call is going to be, where I'm basically going to give you the plan and prep week. So I'm going to teach you what it is that you need to do in the week before we actually start our Coach University, which starts on November 2nd. How to set up your websites, a little bit more in depth about social media, how to get started, how to navigate the back office, where is the training located, when is our team calls, what's your responsibilities as a new coach. So you want to get signed up before that Tuesday night call so you have time to sort of get your bearings and get yourself in order. Tara, your husband is in the military reserves, so it has to be active duty spouse, or they have to be a vet. Those are the only two that count. Yep, Jamie, a ton of Canadian coaches on our team. So a ton. We have a great representation there. Sina Williams, I have Megan Shanahan, and then a million bazillion other ones. I know Tanya is from Canada too. So there's a lot of coaches in Canada, and it's really a new business there. So you got a lot of opportunity, which is kind of cool. What are you feeling about guys doing this? Sean, I have a ton of guys on our team. Yes, they are successful. We have quite a handful of diamond coaches. I will tell you, guys run the business the same way that girls do. It's a little different. It's not so touchy-feely and emotional. It's more personal development. It's more supplement driven. It's more fitness results. It's definitely presenting that business opportunity, but absolutely. I mean, you get the same level playing field that anybody does. You would just tweak your strategy to be you. We would come up with a marketing plan that meets your needs. So absolutely, it can work for you too. Yes. And so ask yourself, guys, like go back, have a conversation with the person that invited you, and say, like, what did you like most about this? Do you think that this is a good fit for you? Do you feel passionate about this? Like, do you genuinely want to help other people reach their health and fitness goals? Do you feel like you could really do this? Maybe you're not sure how, but do you feel like you could nail it? And if you do, then I want you on our team. Like, I want the people that believe that somehow, some way, they're going to do something great, and they're willing to wake up every day and follow my lead, because I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to do to get there. So what to do first? Go ahead, sign up as a coach, reserve your spot on the new coach kickoff call, and please ignore Tuesday, June 30th, because it's the 27th of October, and I forgot to change that slide. So I am sorry. But this was our Destin retreat. This is where we were just at. So you can check that out there. But this is sort of it. I'm going to open it up for questions, but honestly, why? Why do you want to be a Beachbody coach? Why? What is it that drives you to be successful? What do you feel is going to make you get out of bed every morning, and when your feet hit the floor, to say, I got this. I don't know how, I'm going to figure it out. Or, you know what? I am driven and motivated to go out there and find people that want to be a part of my challenge groups. I'm going to inspire people today. I believe in the programs. I believe in the product. I know it works. I've seen coaches be successful, and I believe that I can do it too. And when you start to sort of have that positive mindset and that just total passion, and you're just driven to find a way to make it work, you will. And we are here to sort of help you and guide you in the process with all the tools and trainings that we've created over the past 4 years to help you do that. So let me just open it up for some questions, and you guys are more than willing, more than able to ask anything that you would like for the next 5 minutes or so. So, and yes, so I will actually post this. It'll go up on my YouTube this evening. You can pull it off of my YouTube channel. I will also, if you put your email address, if you want to send me your email address, or you want to message me, I'll send you the actual recording for this and get this back to you. Kathy, I try to do them once a month, but they will always be recorded on my YouTube. So you can actually go back and just pull this right off there and share. Jamie, are you big into personal development for the team? Absolutely. When you sign up as a coach, the first book that we read is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And The Slight Edge was the first one that I did. And I just got done preaching that this morning to my diamonds. And I just said, anytime you feel like you get stuck, or, check yourself with personal development. Sometimes you just need to know that you're not alone. And I listened to the Chalene Johnson podcast. Lewis Howes is amazing. There's so much out there on YouTube, everything John C. Maxwell. But yes, personal development is one of the 3 vital behaviors of our business. And if you don't do that, you're definitely missing a key piece to your business too. Spouses working together as coaches, do both sign up or as a couple? So Sarah, usually it's one signs up and then the spouse usually signs up under. And then, you can run it together. You want to each have a coach account. So you'll each have your own customers, and then you can help build that business together as a team. So Sarah, absolutely, you can totally do it that way. If you're already signed up as a new coach, how do you sign up for the new coaches weekly call? So if you are a new coach, then you just need to go to your sponsor coach and ask them for the link. It'll be posted in the team pages so that you can go ahead and get that. So it'll actually go up live. Anybody that signs up under me, you'll get a personal invite to that call. And then anybody that's on my team, you'll be able to get that from your sponsor coach too. Yes. You're welcome. Yep. Sure. Kathy, just send me an email. If you can just do that. My email address is mjmitro. So let me just type that in there, send into the chat bar. So if you guys have any questions, you can just type them to me at mjmitro@gmail.com. If I invited you here, if you are invited by another coach, I just really want you to ask that coach those questions. They're more than capable. We work together as a team. You're under our umbrella of Team Beachbody, of the Dream Team. So you will get the same support. We all work together. We are a team. No matter how big my team gets, I still care about each one of my coaches. It doesn't matter. Everybody holds a special place in my heart, and I want you to succeed. And it's not just about the number. So I'm here. I'm here to answer questions, and I'm really thankful that you guys took the time to be on here tonight and be a part of this. So thank you guys so much. And if you don't have any questions, you guys are free to go. Have a great night. See you guys later. You're welcome. You're welcome, Catherine. I hope to see you guys welcomed into our team as new coaches tonight. So make sure you go sign up so that I can give you guys a warm little shout out on our team page. I would love to see you guys. We sort of do like a little welcome post. And usually the coach will tag me in it so I can see, and I'll make sure that I give you guys a little hi also too. So cool stuff, guys. You're welcome, Jamie. Thank you.